Hi, I'm Midge Shoemaker, and this is week 12 of my doing 100 weeks of YouTube videos and focusing on living a healthy and happy life. Or having a healthy and happy life. I'm still trying to figure out the. I think I put living a healthy, happy life. I liked the idea of living a healthy, happy lifestyle and trying to change my attitude and change the way that I eat and the way that I process things. And it's a long process, so I'm giving myself 100 weeks, which is basically 2 years. It may take me a little bit longer to get to where I want to be. But in the process, I just have goals and things for me to do on a daily and weekly basis to try to get there. And this week is pretty much the same as last week. It's just another rest stop week or I don't know, whatever week. My sponsor friend passed away on Thursday, so that made it kind of a rough weekend for me. I did go visit her on Sunday. I wanted to go visit her on Wednesday, and my friend that was going to take me changed her mind and decided she didn't want to go, so I didn't go. And then she passed away on Thursday, so I'm kind of bummed I didn't get to see her again, but I kind of had a feeling I wouldn't, so I think it's okay. And it's been kind of rough, but I have been letting myself cry, which is good for me. And I chose to share with people that I am hurting, that I am in pain, that I am grieving the loss of a friend. And I don't normally, in the past, I haven't responded to grief in that way. I usually shut down and isolate, and I have done some of that. I think I did more of that pending her, since her stroke. I just kind of triggered all of that isolation and not do anything. And then she passed away, and it's kind of like the relief and knowing that she's in a better place and she's not suffering. And then I'm just like, okay, this is where I'm at and this is what I get to do now. So now I'm just trying to be better and work a little bit harder and do a little bit more, but I'm also letting myself cry. I've cried several days. I've talked to her friend from Tucson, her Tucson friend, and we've just chatted on the phone a couple of times and just let myself cry. I've been talking to my Al-Anon friend named Jay, my Jay Al-Anon friend. I don't know, I have too many friends. I'm trying to separate them all, but anyway, I've been talking to her and she's been checking in with me on a daily basis to see how I'm doing. And so she's like, all I remember about her is that she's my sponsor friend. So she's like, oh, she's your sponsor. And I'm like, yep, she was my sponsor. And now she is not. And I know I'm playing with my hair. I'm sorry. I have like this one piece of hair that just looks like it's sticking out and it's driving me crazy. So anyway, I think emotionally it's been rough, but I also think that it's been good because I've at least been trying to face my emotions, and haven't been the best at journaling about it this week, but hopefully we'll get doing better on that. But yeah, I've at least admitted that I'm hurting and crying and letting myself cry and asking for help and letting people know that I'm hurting and I'm having an emotional day. So I am grateful for that. So that's a good thing. I also called and talked to my kids this week, just called them up and said, hey, how you doing? Because I haven't talked to you in a while and just want to say hi, want to reach out, want to be better. So it's a little bit social there. I did not go to church on Sunday. I was depressed. I stayed up all night Saturday. I didn't go to bed, and then just didn't want to go to church and didn't want to do anything. So, but a friend of mine, my editing friend, called me on Sunday, kind of got me out of my doldrums a little bit, which was nice. And my Al-Anon friend Jay, she was telling me that it was okay, that I'm just right where I need to be, and it's okay to be in my feelings and in my emotions. And I was just like, it's okay to be in my feelings and my emotions. It's just not okay when I kind of isolate or I bury them, and I kind of, because what I do is I bury them and I pretend that they're not there, and then they just get heavy and I get depressed and I just watch TV or play games. I avoid them is what I do, and then I avoid everything else in my life, including people. And I have no motivation to do anything. So what I need to do is face them and write about them and let myself cry. And that's the hard part. So I've done that a little bit, not a lot, but a little bit. So I'm proud of myself for the little bits. So socially, I did go clean the temple on Tuesday. And I did go to the temple on Saturday as an ordinance worker. I just didn't do any of the rest of it. I actually think I substituted Tuesday for someone, so I was there a lot on Tuesday. So I did that. That was kind of spiritual as much as social, I think. Like I said, I had a friend took me to my chiropractor on Wednesday, but not to see my sponsor friend. So that was kind of a bummer. So other than that, that's my social and my emotional and kind of my spiritual all rolled into one. Spiritually, I know that God has been blessing me. He's been reminding me of things that my sponsor friend used to tell me and just helping me to be at peace with everything that's with her death, and knowing that I'm going to be okay and I will get through this. And I am so grateful for the thoughts and the inspiration that have come to me because of that. And so that's been fantastic. Physically, I tried to do a little bit better about eating healthier. I just have food in my house, so I can't go anywhere else, so I have to make food. So I've been eating a little bit better. I haven't done much, but I'm surprised that my scale went down a couple of pounds. Sadly, for this month, I've gone up, so I got all the way up to 254, and then last week I was down to 253 again, and now I'm back down to 251, which is where I started the month. And I weighed myself Friday, I was 251, and Saturday I was 249, so I'm like, I like 249, let's go with that. But I would love for my scale to stay under 250 and to get lower than that. So I don't know how to go about making it do that. So being a little bit more consistent would probably be better. Mentally, I have just been trying to process what's been going on with my friend and losing my friend and just dealing with my emotions. So not a lot of mental things, although my editing friend called me on Sunday and did talk to me about working on my books again and wanting to help me get them published, because she really wants her kids to read my books because they're at that age for the genre that I'm writing in. And she's like, they're the perfect age to be reading your books, and I want them to grow up reading your books because they're so amazing. And I'm like, okay, maybe I should start writing my book. So it was kind of nice to talk about that again. And then financially, I have done nothing. My landlord sent me a text and told me what I owe for the utilities, and I need to transfer money, and I need to get a ride to the bank so I can get the money to give him. And my rent is coming up due, and I have no money to pay my rent, and I have no job, and I have nothing. So I have done nothing with my finances, which is not good. So I've kind of not had to worry about it for a couple of months, and I just haven't, which is not good. So now I'm in trouble because I don't have any money again, but that is consequences of my choices, my actions, and whatever, where I'm at. So anyway, that's all I have for this week. It's been an interesting week, but I think that there's been a little bit of healing. There's been a lot of grieving, just learning to be gentle with myself and trying to view things a little bit differently, having a different perspective, finding a lot of peace, and just knowing that God is there and aware of me and what's going on in my life, and sending people into my life to help me move in positive directions, and I am grateful for that. So that is all I have for today. So if you like these videos, you can hit like, subscribe, share with someone else if you think they'll like it too. And I hope you have a great week full of gratitude, and maybe find some ways to have a happy and healthy lifestyle too.